Oh man, life is all about interpretation. Even my relationship, every minute I'm creating my reality all based on my interpretation of the circumstances that are happening around me. And even to take that a step further, it's like I'm literally creating the circumstances around me based on my interpretation and my response to them. Whoa. If I'm not spiritually fit, it's difficult to take that as hey, this is
Okay.
not personal. I reached out to one of my mentors and she offered, what do you really think that means? And I said, well, I know it's not him. He's letting me know, hey, having a bad day. He does care. And I appreciate the fact that he cares enough to say something instead of just coming at me. It was
Mm-hmm.
like, well, I can continue to allow this thinking to go down this downward spiral, or I can just call somebody and get it cut off at the pass. But as a little girl, you process information differently. Every day is just like a notice moment of something coming up. It's like I'm learning every day. Oh my God, I was just like, this is fucking progress. Like, but I mean, mega progress because you have known me for years. But yeah, it was just like very, man, I'm appreciative and it allowed me to sit with myself and celebrate myself for holy shit. The feelings, the emotions, the physical reactions that come up in my body are not the reality of what's happening. It's just a reaction to an interpretation that I'm assigning that given moment.
Once you change that belief and you reframe it, you look it through a different window, your whole world opens up because you change your emotions. Once you change that behavior, you change the way you look and do things that affects other people, which in turn changes your goals in life. We have things that happen to us, and you formed a perspective, an opinion, but your opinion is not always right. Yeah.
I don't trust you'll probably leave. So let me go ahead and lead myself because you're probably not going to be there anyway. One weekend I went up to him and I'm like, my nervous system and I have decided that we're okay to unpack more boxes. A year later,
Wait,
I could never understand why these women would want to do things for their husbands. I know this sounds
wait, wait,
crazy,
wait, wait,
Gordon.
wait, wait, wait,
Gordon,
wait,
just stay with me.
repeat that, repeat that
I
before you lose your
like
train. Before I lose my train of thought, you
so
couldn't figure out why.
why they wanted to do for their husbands. But
Yeah.
it's interesting because I realized how I never wanted to be in service in any of my relationships to my partner. Of course, it didn't work out. Michael was my very first coach,
Yeah.
and he was a man. And I got to tell you, like, I am so unbelievably grateful. Oh my God, you have no idea, Gordon, because he was just like the kindest, most patient man because he knew my story.
You know the situation.
He,
Two people might have broken families. They get together, they conquer the world. Because when you want something so bad enough, you got to find ways to fix yourself, right? Because if you don't, you keep repeating that cycle.
if I believe that everybody in the world is out to get me, then that's what I'm constantly going to create. We think differently, we act differently. We are completely different the way that we process information.
Yes.
And it's like we speak two different languages. And I read that book and I was like, this is the dumbest shit I ever heard. But that's always my initial reaction. It's the dumbest shit I ever heard. The fuck? Like, why do I need to speak your language? Why can't you just learn mine? I showed up as alpha male in the very
Sometimes,
beginning.
I mean, because that's what you were in the past.
Yeah.
I mean that sometimes the old Carrie comes out and that
Yes.
alpha masculine, determined, strong, independent, feminist, activist type woman comes out. I'm gonna get this shit done on my own.
Oh my God. I felt like I lost 50 pounds. And like, I just suddenly felt like all of this heaviness like melt off of me. And I'm like, "Oh, man, I've been carrying this for such a long time. I get to be the most important person. The fuck
Nothing
is
wrong.
I get to be the most important person in your life? Is that really true? I mean, essentially, the most important person should be me. Oh my God. If men don't appreciate beauty, they'll never see the beauty in me.